Well, as we head into another weekend here, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office wants to avoid a repeat of last weekend's chaos with hundreds of young people fighting and rioting and damaging businesses outside a skating rink in Brandon. The Sheriff's Office says it's stepping up patrols of, quote, high-risk areas. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer joining us live from the Sheriff's Office tonight in Tampa. And Aaron, the Sheriff also has a message for parents.
Yeah, Chris, he wants parents to know who their kids are with, where they're going, where they are throughout the night. He also has another message. Violence and property damage is not going to be tolerated. This violence makes Chris McGanion sick to his stomach.
The call for people to go to a roller rink that's full of kids and fight, that's really crossing another level.
Hillsborough deputies say that's exactly what happened last weekend after McGanion's business, the Astro Skate in Brandon, canceled a private after party. We're told partygoers showed up anyway, brawling through businesses and parking lots. A teenager was beaten and pushed through a window at a nearby barber shop. Nearly 30 people were arrested, most of them teens.
You know, you have an average crowd of, say, 200-300 kids, and all of a sudden, there's an extra 400 of them. And, you know, you can almost feel it.
Days later, investigators say they caught wind on social media of a plan to cause more chaos this weekend. McGanion talked with deputies and decided to cancel an all-night skate scheduled for Sunday.
I explained to the sheriff's department that let's just not have it. We can postpone it.
The sheriff's office is also increasing patrols this weekend.
We have seen an influx of social media posts that are promoting violence and property destruction. We want to stop that narrative right now, which is why we're taking that proactive approach.
We're told extra uniformed and undercover deputies will be at locations that tend to draw large crowds, specifically in the Brandon area. But that's not all.
I've been talking to community leaders and community members to try to mitigate any risk and to deter any agitators.
They also want parents to be just as proactive and know where their kids are at all times. Business owners hope families are willing to listen and to help prevent this kind of violence.
And I don't tell people how to raise their kids, but I do know how I run my roller rinks, and we're not going to have any of that nonsense.
Yeah, and the owner of the Astro Skate says that he also hired some additional off-duty deputies who are going to be over at his business. He also plans to reschedule that all-night skate for a later date, Chris.
Yeah, and again, let's hope the parents get to kids before it becomes what happened, even a sliver of what happened last weekend, before that occurs again. Thanks, Aaron.